Come on, YouTube. Wakey, wakey. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. Meanwhile, how has your day been? Hope you had a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I just got finished eating some pizza, which was lovely. I ordered way too much, but that's okay, because it just means I can have some more tomorrow. Huzzah! Alright, let's get you, and then video link. Had a good... not hear myself speaking. Pop out chat. And put you down there. Okay, so we should be good to go. There's something missing. Sound. There we go. Got there eventually. Anyway, this is Age of Wonders 4, continuing from the game that we had going on earlier, where we managed to take the city of Archidominus, which we renamed to Lathil, finally. However, Sevoth is actually getting kind of close to winning the game, which we need to stop him doing. He has just bound the Chanting Tower, and if he gets one more gold level wonder, like this one, attached to a city, then we lose. So we're having to actually go on the offensive, which I'm really not very happy about. But I think that we now have actually got the armies to do it. So we're attacking Peacefold. We did just manage to divide and conquer Sevoth's army. Sevoth and a few of his troops came down this side. Well, I think he was waiting for some reinforcements to come in over here. We defeated Sevoth. These guys are still there, but what's probably going to have to happen is one or two of these units is going to have to go back, beat these guys, or the main force goes on to attack Peacefold. At least that is what I'm guessing. Meanwhile, Lathil, we are building up actually relatively rapidly, and we've just started to recruit some transmuters too, so everything is happening, which is good. Don't care about those, don't care about those. I think we can just end turn. Yes. Let's see what happens. Leftover pizza, depending on the pizza, can be breakfast. This one's pretty chunky. It's Pizza Hut, so I think I'd prefer to leave it for dinner. Okay, so the dragon disappeared, and you're obviously moving up to try and reinforce Peacefold now. Okay. I mean, we can intercept and destroy this army. I think that would work quite nicely. I should have saved first. Let's auto combat, see if we kill everything without losing stuff, which we probably will. Oh no, that was fine actually. And our ruler leveled up again. He's just hit level 14. Lovely jubbly. So, what do we want you doing? I think it was going to be one of these. Yeah, we wanted to overcharge damage and debuff spells. So we need to remember to use the channeling ritual before we do this. Because if it's overcharged, it does 25% more damage. And then if we have this as well, it does an additional 20% damage. So at that point, our damage dealing spells are going to be absolutely hideously, beautifully powerful, which is going to be pretty nice. Let's just keep you as is. Then hopefully Peacefold we can hit next turn. So you're still being built up, that's fine. You are moving to Lathil to defend it. Let's just move you there. Stick you in the middle just because it's a bit neater. Thalonis built the Astral Relay, so our income is getting quite nice. I really want to know how on earth we can get stability to increase. Hang on, does having a garrison increase stability? No. Having the agricultural governor increases stability, crikey. Which governor do they... Oh no, they have the coastal one. No, I want to keep the coastal one here. I just don't know how else to increase stability. There is nothing else we can do except for this. Maybe it's so unhappy because it's such a big city and has a low level... In fact, yeah, it's only a tier 2 still. You know what? We should do that. I suspect that this is going to fix our happiness issues. Infestation is invading me again. We really need to go and deal with these. The other thing we need to do is send somebody to the ritual circle. I think once we've taken Peacefold, we may try to do that. Although at that point we're going to be really horribly dividing our forces, which is not exactly ideal. Matthew's building stuff, you're building stuff. I'm going to put a Guardian here, just so that there is a unit. And I think I'm going to similarly put a Guardian in here. Multipliers are fine. I want to make sure that we have at least one unit in each of our cities, so that they can't just be stolen. Safe haven. An emissary representing a group of refugees from the free city of Utopilon approaches you. Good tidings, O merciful king. We have fled the birth city of Utopilon, freeing ourselves from the cruel yoke of founder Assis's Fathios. The emissary kneels before you. Since we could not bear living there any longer, we seek asylum in your beautiful lands, among your compassionate people. So we can let them move in, which Utopilon doesn't like. We can migrate them to Thalanis. We can send them away. Which gives Thalanis a bunch of city stability, which we do kind of need. 50-50 based on my level 8 astral affinity. Really? I think I'm going to try and remove memories of the refugees that are setting them free. Oh, I don't think we've succeeded in any of these. There, but now you've persuaded you to... Now I've persuaded you to get pizza tomorrow. My work here is done. Nobody guarding this city. Hang on. Can any of us reach it? Yes. Oh, there's still... Really? Fine. Well, I definitely want the Onagers. And the Tower Bombardment. Oh, you are in fact able to reach. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these two armies here to siege this. It's 2,000 combat strength. You're 1,400. It'll take me 4 turns to get down there. Unless I do a mass recall. Should send you back down to Lathil, and then you can head over to the Ritual Circle. I'm going to take a risk and do this. Two turns. All of the various things. We can build the foundation next turn. That requires gold as well, doesn't it? No, just Wonderstone. Sweet! And we got Silverstone. Silver Tongue, rather. We just need the haste berries, and then we can get Imperial Essence. Which we should be getting relatively soon. New Empire Development Skill. Which one? Chaos. Tier 1 units gain experience 50% faster. I don't really use Tier 1 units very much anymore. The Cultivators are, but they're all incredibly experienced at this point. The other thing we did want to consider getting was advanced logistics, but because I am... Actually, we want to vassalize the city, probably. Let's grab that. Should have done it before you moved, but never mind. The Whispering Stone has returned. Amphitheatria has fallen. What about Utopolon? Oh, I can boost you again. Do it. Want to make sure I stay ahead, if I can. Two more turns, and we get Utopolon as a vassal. Things are starting to turn more in my favour now, which is nice. Been contemplating streaming this. Have I streamed it much? Yes, I have streamed this quite a lot. I do see my YouTube. Alright. Should be a relatively easy fight. So we have a tier 4 Chaos Eater, 3 Inferno Hounds. We do have 2 close combat people, one of which being the Charger. Then a bunch of these gremlins, which are actually extremely annoying to fight, so we shall see how that goes. Actually, did I post on Discord this stream? I think I did. I should check that. Let's take a look. Yes, I did. Yay, past me being organised. Alright, so how do we want to deal with this? I think I do want to build the pylon. But let's do that once we have a bit of a better idea of how we're going to defend this. Because they're actually going to hit me quite hard in the flank. And I'm going to have to win this battle and then do the ritual probable battle afterwards. And next turn I can do the channeling ritual, which is why I really want the pylon down, so I do 50% more damage. Plus the 25% damage from overcharging. Yeah. Combat spells are going to hit quite hard now. But I think what I probably want to do is have you over on that side if we can manage. Leave you where you are. So have you ritual of elements up. Let's have you link with the cavalry to beef them up. Move the archers forwards. And then we'll put the pylon. And then the cavalry can't get through here, that's okay. Okay, let's channel ritual, which means I can now cast 2 spells a turn, and we should be overcharged. I think going for the tier 3s and tier 4 is probably wise. Let's do that again. And that's buffing these guys up quite nicely. Do you have anything that can reach? Yes, but not in a way that I really want you to use. So we'll leave you where you are. Move you up to here. feel like the cavalry is going to be needed to fight against them. What's for you here? May as well get these shots up while we can. We slowed them. That's good. And that makes the gremlins displace, which sticks them right at the back of the battlefield. Alright, that works for me. That works for me. Onwards. Spin my face the wrong way. No, they're not. So those are fighters, they're not chargers. So having them just attack me like that is fine. And we've actually kind of racked them up. Could hit those. I think that's something I would like. Please do. You can come over here. I'm going to have you rage first of all, though. Charging down this way. Stab, stab. 93 damage. Ouch. And yeah, you can finish that one. So that's the 2 tier 3s gone. In fact, what I could probably have done here is shot them with this guy and then saved him to move here to intercept you. But I'm kind of hoping that between all the damage that I can do now, which is pretty significant, that we can just kill you. Like that, in fact. That's a crit, nice. That's a second crit, third crit. Boom! We killed all 3 tier 3s and also the tier 4 in one round. I would say that was pretty well done. Let's hit the gremlins, force them back. Alright, so that was basically everything that's actually dangerous dead. I think you're going to be in range to hit all 3 of them with your regular attack. Oh yeah, you are. Let hit you. No, I should not have done this. Because now you're going to be forced back. That was a bit of a mistake. Never mind, I can still hit them. Up there, really? That's just annoying. Took way more damage on those guys than I should have. Let's finish these guys off. That didn't do nearly as much damage as I expected. What if I do another one of these? I only move once per turn. Excuse me. Make sure we face the right way. Thankfully, the cultivator has a lot of magic resistance. Kill one unit. We did do damage to them, and yes, I'll let them go. I do not want to fight these creatures any more than I absolutely have to. Take those rewards. Oh, that was the ritual. Interesting. After defeating any resistance at the ritual circle, your troops and scholars search the area involved in the appearance of Aberdothan Duke Sevoth. This was indeed the location of the powerful summoning my king, your scholar says. Infernal runes depict a trade between summoning and banishment to Aberdoth, and of arcane contract between the Baelor and none other than Fleet Captain Logar, the ship Scourge. Soon after, you are contacted by the Aberthon Duke himself. So the foolish Godir insists on sticking his nose into our business. Cease your investigations, or I will show you what happens when you play with infernal fire. I will not be threatened. Nothing but a faulty summon. Face me and I'll resolve this anomaly. Or I will consider this. I'm gonna take the stability, because man, that would be useful. Communion with astral forces strengthens your rule, temporarily increasing stability. Strength of the effect scales the higher my astral empire affinity. I have quite a lot of astral empire affinity, so yeah. Thanks me! You have learned Fleet Captain Logathar, the ship Scourge. Don't know why that one's so hard to say. Summoned and signed a fiendish contract with the Aberthon Duke. The contract is key to their shared prowess. Through your spies and contacts, you learn it lies hidden in Port Krakos. Before you can ponder further, you're contacted by none other than Logar, the ship Scourge himself. Let's not be hasty, Vaelor. Surely you can see the potential in allies like I and the Aberthon Duke. There's power and riches hidden in the arts others consider forbidden. Step away, and we can make it worth your while. No. I am apparently a goody two-shoes. Gains grievance against Logar the Ship Scourge. Logar the Ship Scourge summoned a demon. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty legitimate reason for war. Now, I wanted to settle a city down here, so I think I might actually stick around and try to do just that. Though we don't heal very much. Alathis can take another province. I think it's probably time that you actually took this one. Is there any benefit to me taking this as a farm or as a lumberyard? I think we'll do it as a lumberyard because there's so many other lumber places here. Lathil can take another province too. Could actually reach all the way over there. Crown Force is going to want to take that. And I'm going to want to stop them. Although I'm at war with them, so I could probably take it. If they do decide to take it. But I think it does make sense to grab this to stop them. So what does Lathil require? You could do with another quarry, you don't have many of those. Archon blood acquired. Sevoth has returned to Tannet. Okay. However, time to build the foundation. Select the location to replace. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with... We're astral, so we're probably going to want to be close to the magic areas. Counts as a conduit, I thought as much. And that's going to take us 2 turns to build. Then I think I might do the affinity obelisks, because now I'm actually going to benefit from that. You cast Burden of Guilt, and we're about to vassalize a contested city. Next turn, which would be nice. And pillaged. That's that's one of your provinces. Okay. A Mount Merchant. A Beast Wrangler is back. Oh, what you got for me? Dread Spider, an Eagle. We can get a contract for Graceful Judges, White Wolf Mounts. This gives everyone hit points and Touch of Grace. Hit points and Pack Hunter. That's quite nice, actually. A Thunderbird, a Frost Wyvern, which is a tier 3. Costs 200 gold. Or a Dread Spider. Okay. Nothing that I want right now, but there are definitely some things that I could be interested in longer term. Everyone is still building stuff. I think I'm just going to let money stack up a little bit. You do have some reinforcements on the way in. Wow, that's a strong... What do they call it? Oh, Archon blood. Yeah, that would do it. Okay. I was wondering if I should attack those Sevoth reinforcements. I'm probably going to regret that I didn't. What's this? They're attacking me. It's hard to resolve. As long as nothing dies, I'll accept it. I'm not going to accept it. I think I can do better. Imagine attacking a place called Peacefold. That's exactly the kind of duplicitous, sneaky thing that a demon would do. Naming a city Peacefold so they don't get attacked. Duplicitous. Anyway, we're going to let you heal up. And I would like to kind of guard that spot. Nightmare is going to be able to get a charge up against us, though, relatively easily.
Huh?
Duplicitous. That's the word. Mordred speaking so much Swedish is forgetting how to English. Yeah, basically, let's go with that. And if the city doesn't peacefully fold, it violates the naming criteria. So true. And this is how you can outsmart a demon. Alright, let me guess, you're ready to charge me next turn. Yes, you are. Gets rid of the gremlin. I did not channel. That was a mistake. That's fine. I'll use a different spell rather than damage dealing. Even if I enter the bay, you can't stop me. So let's just have you go and start beating up these people on the flank. Oh, right. It's 3 in a row. Which forces both of them back. And I think I'll probably just use an elemental. Maybe go and punch them in the face. And because they've already backed off, they can't back off again. And you're going to have 9 defense as soon as I press this defense button. In Neverwinter Night, towards the Underdark, you could use a demon's name to your benefit. I mean, that is the lore. If demon or a devil? No, it is demons, isn't it? Yeah. If you can ever discover the name of a demon, then you can effectively control them. Oh, you got distracted. You did not die. Two hits, 3. Oh, grazed. The chariot to kill you. Boom! Alright, then I'm going to channeling ritual with you. So remember to actually use spells this time. And then I think I might actually hit you with an ice coffee and see if I can just freeze you there. We froze a nightmare. Lovely. Punch. Then I think I'm just going to lightning you. And are you in range? You are in range of a magic missile. Didn't need to freeze him in the end. Mordred's playing 2 games at the moment. One's as an elf, the other is as a cav commander. Sweden has changed him. The only... I was going to say the only cavalry I have is the chariot. That's not actually true. This guy is also cavalry. He's getting hit quite a lot more than I would like. I think I'm going to back him off. Run away! Run away! Like the cowardly elven cavalry that you are. Lightning bolt! I mean, in the old realms, you are playing a Grail Knight. That's true. But that's nostalgia. I fully acknowledge that Bretonians suck. Keep moving forwards. There's no real reason not to. I'll move somewhere where I still have 2 moves. Okay. Except you disappear as soon as I cast once. I would like to rage! Never matter. Oh, you can. No, you can't. If you were a Shade Archer, you'd be able to hit. You're not. Game over, man. And there we go, nothing died. So, where do I actually want to found this city? Probably right there. Maybe there. No, I think right there. Maybe there. Maybe there. Let's go here, because then I can spread my city to all of this area. We're going to need to clean out the haunted graveyard. Make it happen.
Huh?
We have a transmuter. Oh, they moved in. So yeah, probably should have fought them before they were able to reinforce. However, I do have Frenzy and Focus. And we have another tome. So this time I'm going to select Tome Library. We're going to do available tomes. And we're going to sort this by tier. Because there are quite a few options right now. So the Tome of Severing. Null Shield, which gives you a massive status resistance. Banishment. Non-hero corpses on the map are destroyed. For each corpse destroyed, friendly units gain bolstered resistance and heal. Magic Origin have a chance of just dying. I'm not really interested in that one. Stormborn. Stormborn was interesting. Because we are quite naval orientated. So Bounty of the Sea. Double the base resources from coastal province improvements. Which is going to be a lot. However, this does come with a -10 city stability, which at the moment we can't really seem to afford. Naga transformation, which I am blocking. We're not going to take this, even if we do go with Stormborn, because we are not Naga. Naga are the Lizardmen. Stormbringer. Offensive Skirmisher, tier 4, whose attacks arc to other enemy units. And yeah, their attacks jump just like my King's does. Downpour. Alters the terrain to swamp if it's land. Cannot be used underground. I wonder if this can be used to turn mountains into swamps. We don't have any other bonuses if we are actually in the swamp. Like, why would you really want to use this? Ah! That may transform things like lava and desolate and ice as well. Lightning Storm. 20 damage in a to random enemies. Don't like them being random. Oh, except that's per turn. For 6 turns. It's just free damage. If you cast this on the very first turn, for example, then it could be good. It also makes them wet, which makes them more susceptible to frost and lightning, both of which I use a lot of. And then Stormport is a city structure which gives you mana, and for every Stormport in the Empire gain mana, and gold requires a coastal province, which, yeah, all of my cities have. But I really am not short of mana at the moment. Astral Convergence, Arcane Accumulation, gain 50 combat casting points. Enemy units suffer 1 resistance reduction, which is quite nice. Oh, it's a siege project. Explosive Manifestation. Conjures an Astral Serpent or Astral Siphoner at the random... Oh, either Astral Serpent or Astral Siphoner, 3 turns. All adjacent units to where it was summoned take 30 damage. Astral Shattering. Contains an enemy province improvement and no ancient wonder, it becomes a ruin. So that allows me to destroy enemy terrain without being there. We become ethereal, which doesn't seem that useful. See, I wasn't that impressed by these tier 4s. I feel the same way that I felt about them previously. The Mirror Mimic allows me to pretend to be other units, but then why not just make those other units? Reflect damage onto attackers on the shield units would be quite nice. And the Throne of Mirrors. I like it just because it's a throne you can build. The other one I was tempted by last time was dragons. And I do feel like elves having the blood of dragons is more interesting to me than Naga. Particularly because the dragons in our lore will actually appear very close to the elven territories. So there being a connection between the elves and the dragons, I actually kind of like the idea of. Friendly units heal. That's not a regeneration, that's a straight up heal, which I actually quite like. Because the main thing I have at the moment is a regen. Firebomb, magic attack that deals damage in an area for battle mages. Another spell. 20 damage. AoE. Dragon attack is a siege project. And then young dragons, which we can then train up to be older dragons with experience. We're generally quite good at maintaining that experience. So we could get golden dragons. Maybe the elves are doing something that make the dragons from turn west to arrive. That is possible. Like they come seeking the elven magical bloodlines or something like that. I could see them doing that. And I think of all of these, dragon's the one I like the most. Yeah. I think so. Nature and chaos. Ooh.
Few things invoke fear like the mighty dragon does. Channel this primal power, roost and brood it. Mold your people to the likeness of these mighty world shapers, and breed dragonkin in your grand image. See how your enemies bow to your might, or perish in flame at your command.
And all 3 of these I think are quite good. That's the heal. That's the Draconian transformation. And that's getting dragons, which is a tier 3 fighter with 100 hit points. I would like something to replace guardians. I think it might be young dragons. Thank you. Let's click on that a few times for it to take. Do I want you to start making your way north? No, I don't think so. Meanwhile, we got the Rainbow Clover, but I think I had that already. To do any deals like that. Consumed by arrogance, your hero Marivel Dorthane stands tall before you. She puffs out her chest and tilts her chin upwards as she declares, "By omission or prejudice, I find myself being less than what I could be. Be honest with me, my king. Does my ambition as an elitist not interest you? I was born to be great, so direct me towards renown. What path shall I follow?" You could become a dominator. Recruit or raise unit after combat. You're not a necromancer. Prospector. It hurts me to say this, but you're not a dwarf. Or you just remain an elitist. Yeah, you just want to reach level 12. Stay your course. And the battle for Peacefold happens next turn. Wait. There's two things I could do here. First of them is going to be Lightning Torrent, which I'm going to cast on you. Let's get Lightning Torrent preparing for the next turn as well. Yeah, you're actually just going to straight up heal that this turn. So we want to hit you with that next turn before the battle starts. Not a dwarf? Not interested. Yes. Oh, got more allies. Including Sevoth, but you're going to be too late. Lightning Bolt! And unfortunately for you, I can cast it twice. Lightning Bolt! That means that their entire army is now vulnerable to lightning for the entire battle. So this is 2,000 against 1,400, and you are not here on time. I should actually attack with you. Let's do it. So we will take 20 damage at the start. Oh no, that's doing it to them. Yeah, this is fine. So they do have a tier 4 dragon, which we need to be careful of. We have quite a low level army, actually. They do have ballistas, and we're not very fast moving. Except for the cultivators. Who are. What I think I'm going to do is just try to force my way through here. They do have caltrops. Okay. Did I get him? Yes, I did. Immobilized. Beautiful. Okay, so who are we linking? We're going to link to them. I think basically the front line. Oh, you're a mage. That's fine. I could put the pylon in their own territory. I kind of like that idea. Pew pew. All right. Let's go. Resisted the immobilize. Good. Oh. We may need to do some hero resurrecting after this. It's a way of targeting those. The ground. Should probably have shot that last time. That would have been smart. That would virtually destroy you, but I think I'd rather use this spell on the dragon. Really? You're out of range. Well, fiddlesticks. So that berserker is basically as good as dead. You can step up and mostly kill the dragon. And what I would like you lot to do is take out the tower. Good, so that's 2 of the 4 towers dead. That one's going to be dead very soon as well. So hopefully my wizard is actually going to survive now. Hopefully. Let's have you... Let's shoot you with you first. That's a crit, nice, not quite a kill. Move you around here. You can get a full damage shot in, so you may as well. Oh, you're a dragon slayer! Ha! No wonder you do so much damage to dragons. Excellent! And then I'll have you move to here and blast them to death. And there we go. We basically have a breach now. And these towers only shoot every 2 turns, so we are safe for this turn. You will be bleeding, but that's okay. And then we can also... No, let's be really annoying and use some elementals over here. I could even use an elemental to destroy that. Punch the battle mages. And this is going to distract all of these guys too, allowing me to get up through the breach, hopefully. Okay, good. Okay, coming in with a 50-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Achaea. And also, Isolated Matrix. I'm not sure that I acknowledged your 3-month resub before the break. But in case you happen to see this, thank you also for the resub. Appreciate that, thank you. Wait, you're shooting now? I think it was every other turn. Roll. Hey, Woozy Jack. Sure, get distracted shooting the obelisk. I'm okay with that. Okay. So they did kill the... elemental over there. You meanwhile can actually get through this breach. How's the new DLC? It's good! I haven't had a chance to see much of the architects because I'm now on turn 100 and I think I've only just started to build the wonder that all of the mechanics are based around. Boing! Stab you in the back. I have more than one pylon. Does that damage buff stack? Can't be tempted. Just to make sure that that is not in range to shoot my mage. Let's have you use this one. Oh, that actually hits friendlies. Huh. Oh, these are shade makers, I see. So I can actually aim not to shoot my friend. Dangerous, actually. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of damage. And we froze him, so actually that was not dangerous at all. If you move here, you can shoot backwards. Don't miss. Thank you. Okay, so the path up is now clear. There's just a bit of a traffic jam going on at the moment. Just a little traffic jam. Tiny, really. you could shoot. So can you, but I suspect... Oh no, you're not out of range. Not quite. Then I think I'll just drop a lightning bolt on their heads. You killed my summon, but it's going to take you a minute to reorganize yourselves. And this should be well out of range of my wizard now, so I think we're good. Plus, we've recovered a bunch of health as well, which definitely helps. Well, we are in. And we have yet to lose anyone. We haven't even taken that much damage, considering. May as well go charge over there. Is dead. And then we started blasting. Okay, still a bit of a traffic jam going on. That's okay. Meanwhile, we can do a fulmination against them. Should be everyone. Moving them at all. Interesting. So I wonder if I can use fulmination to finish you off. The short answer is yep. So, no more ballistas. Denied. Let's one shot the skulls. I think they're about to run away. Yes. So why that hasn't just given me the victory? There it is. You did do a lot of damage to Cartharos, but you did not kill him. So that was good. And Peacefold is mine. Once breached. I think we probably want to vassalize. No, I think we're going to make this into... What is this? This is technically a Minotaur city. But we can turn it into an Elorian city, Elven. Yeah, this is retaking the Elven stuff, so I think that's what we're going to do. Only takes one turn as well. Yes, it makes us a little more evil, but... I was never meant to be the good guy. That just happened by... Hi! Into combat? If nothing dies, I'll accept it. Accept it. Shoes of Swiftness, finally! Noble Aegis. Although the shield we have now is better. Cuirasses. There's actually a lot of upgrades there. So the Slippers of Swiftness you definitely want. Defense, hit points, and also the Swift trait. And then the defense trait I think I want to give to my sword and board. Ew. Oh, you already got some. Give it to the king then. Oh, he's already got resistance and hit points. Give him to Cartharos then. Okay, then the next thing I wanted to do was build an outpost here. With the intention of building another city down there. Yeah. So, the victory condition where you have to take the Lost Tower. Oh, this hasn't been cleared out yet. Oh. Because, yeah, I know there's one there. One there. There's one there. Vault of Transmutation. That sounds like something I should have. Anyway, we are about to go over our city limit. So we should start trying to increase this. So we need... Next turn, we can increase that limit. Okay, things are turning around. Now, at last. We could move on. We will need to do something about Gem Keep, but honestly, I kind of feel like we should probably just keep this invasion rolling. Except that we know that hang on. Sevoth is there. And you do have a few friends with you. 1,400. I think I'd kind of like to kill you now. Making sieges. So Thalanis has finally built the upgraded city, which has reduced the stability penalties, and does allow me to get the affinity obelisks. However, there is nothing here that increases stability more. Thelanis can annex another province. I mean, the hilarious thing is each one of these quarries provides food and also production in a city that honestly cannot really afford to keep growing in the same way that it has been. And we have Imperial Essence, which is massively going to be boosting our Imperium increase. Yeah, nice. And the hero leveled up. Who dis? Pandor, the Charger. I think it's time for you to get Distracting Charge, which will make people that you charge into distracted. Although Resurgence is also really, really nice. Although killing momentum is also really strong. Warseeker. When I kill an enemy unit, I gain more damage and more hit points. Stacks up to 3 times, considering you can kill 3 people a turn. That could work really well for you. Unyielding. Right, you lose a negative status. I mean, that could actually be quite nice if you're like on fire or something. That would stop that. Resistant Mask gives you defense resistance and status resistance, which is just better than what you're using now, although there is somebody who I think would get better use out of this, and it is you. Because there's one thing... you've actually got a decent amount of resistance. You're a tank. This is what you do. We could recruit another hero now. Let's see if there's anything I need to build first of all, though. Lathis has built those. We're now getting 40 Wonderstone a turn. How that has turned around. I do kind of wish it displayed up here how many affinities I have as being an architect. Like, is that displayed anywhere? Architect culture units deal damage matching the dominant affinity, yes. Which for us is lightning. I'll say no to a hero for now. Am I building something in every one of my cities? Lathil, I think I would actually like for you to get the stone walls and probably the Temple of Fertility. That'll do for now. What does the... Beacon of Valor do? Right, that gives you the draft. Okay, so everyone is building something. We're not necessarily recruiting, however. I feel like I would like some more transmuters. Gemkeeper sent another war party. How irritating. And we decided to let Sevoth attack us, so we'll just stand back and see what they do. We're under attack again. I think I'm just going to auto-resolve that. Should be a walk in the park. Good Lord, they like attacking me with a lot of things. Maybe if you go to one of the units and look at the unit card, does it say how high the affinity incarnate is? No. Can I have more than one astral monument? We can. But they do become increasingly expensive. But that's interesting. I would like you to have a room of recoil. I may build that too. Sanctum, plus 20 stability. This is where I get my frickin' stability from. Architect units. I paused there for a second because Architect units is literally a unit that I have, but it's also my race type. I'm guessing it's people of my race gain that. Do I want to attack this Joker? 1,100 attack skill against my 1,200. 1,900. Ouch, okay. Right, and we were also going to get the expanded governance, which gives me another city slot, which is good because Claylan is now mine. Now, if I just take a quick look at the map, did the elves have any cities that were particularly northern? Not really. But that doesn't mean that we can't make one. Would actually kind of make sense that we'll just move in over there. Not only my race, yeah, I know. We have the spell that made it for everyone. How much is that costing me at the moment? Enchantment upkeep. Doesn't tell me what that upkeep is from. Just that I have it. I get corrupt souls now. Not that I particularly want those. So what I probably want to do here is destroy that outpost so they can't turn it into a city, which I think they are trying to do. Sevoth, meanwhile, seems to have backed off. Meanwhile, I think what I probably want to do is have you attack that Marauder. This city is going to be under constant attack from Marauders, so I think we need to be fairly aggressive about building a garrison here. Maybe even recruit another hero to do that. Am I winning? At the moment, I would say I am. You look in the spell book. Spell book. It's freezing focus. I just need to get amplified arrows. Oh, this is the mage thing. Yeah, actually, I do need to do this quite desperately. So, physical ranged attacks will deal more lightning damage but less physical, but they'll also bounce. Definitely want this. That sounds amazing. And we are also going to start researching Frenzy and Focus for next turn. Ah, this is where it in fact shows. So the phasing enchantment is the most expensive. The others aren't too bad. But it does all add up to quite a lot. But thankfully my mana income is increased quite significantly. Anyway, you need to go and attack this guy just to kick him off my land. This one I will fight for myself because that's 2 heroes and we're quite badly hurt. Longbows and aspirant knights. Okay. They're just eating up all the grass. Come on. Charge through here and through here. Get up to there. Oop, you can actually charge a lot further. Let's buff up the defenders to make sure they don't die. You could fire a shot out there, and I actually don't like that idea, do it. And it's already ricocheting. I love it. Meanwhile, I would like you to Ritual of the Elements. And then let's put a pylon here. Done. Oh, they're all slowed. Womp womp. Now, question. Yes, you can. Before I do that though, let's have you channel Ritual, which allows me to cast 2 spells a turn. Then I'm going to hit them with the Cloud Burstification, which will make these units wet. And then I'll hit them with the Fulminations, which will now do extra damage. And yes, I said plural. Fulminations. And most of their army is on half health, and they haven't even reached me yet. And they still won't. Let the bombardment to commence. Wow, we have such a high chance of hitting. If you hit my ruler as part of that 5% hit chance, Oh, a graze is enough to bounce. Next turn they're going to be in lightning bolt range. Oh, their archers in range. You're not. Apparently you are. Okay, so you can either regular attack or lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Right. Finish there. Bounce. Oh, it didn't kill those two. Okay. That's all their heroes dead. Bullying into this guy. And then you conjure an elemental there. 3 tiles away. Charge. This army does so much damage now, it's kind of ludicrous. That'll do, pet. That'll do. The ruler is now level 15. Ooh, 2 tier 4s. Regeneration when hit and some hit points. Status resistance, resistance defense, and a frost shield. Which I think is actually better than the shield you had before. No, because the shield does lightning. Status, resistance, defense. Oh, and this one has greater lightning. This one does give defense and resistance, however. Which I think I do kind of prefer. Yeah. Your resistance is now higher than your defense. Which is rather nice. I need a lot more Imperium before I can do that. Now the question is, do I hang out here and kill these marauder bases? Or do I send the ruler back to rejoin the war against Sevoth? Sevoth is not imminently going to win anymore. We've resolved that threat, having taken Clayton in this. Topolon is a vassal now. Preparing an attack in 10 turns. Very good, very good. Clayton, do you have any defenses? No. Should. you the recruiting governor. Who is tier 4 already, so it's going to give you extra draft. Units will be cheaper. Tier 1 and 2 units are recruited to higher rank, as are 3, 4 and 5s. So what that's telling me is that you should start recruiting. Let's get an architect. I think you probably should go and clear out these marauders, otherwise we're just going to have continual problems with that. Except probably that one. They've actually taken Father Oak. So the ogres are also one step closer to getting a gold-bound location. Stay there a turn, get some health back. Let's get your work. Meanwhile, you've got the stone walls, but you're already working the temple fertility. That's good. Right, my boss leveled up. You're one turn away from getting top tier signatures, which I've definitely never achieved before, so that's very exciting. However, what I think I would like to do is the Amplified Evocation, which will increase my damage spells by another 20%. I think if you press Alt while hovering, your alternative items in the hero panel shows the current equipment for comparison. I was wondering if there was a way of doing that. Yes. Thank you. That's really helpful. Should probably take a look at the mounts. Is a nightmare really the most useful for you? You could get lifesteal with the vampire spider, which at range could be quite potent. Yeah, the nightmare doesn't really do anything for you. Let's give you the vampire spider. You've already got the unicorn. Although I've never once used the unicorn's phase, you could actually do the nightmare because then you cause fear. I could change your items that you can be mounted. And I think I probably should. Poison does nothing for us. Fire, eh. That's why. This one does lightning, which just synergizes better with everything else that we have. New Empire skill. Ooh. Cities may expand to provinces located 2 provinces further from the city centre. That is nice, but not something I really need. Clayton's out of food. That is not ideal. But you are still growing. Let's get you the affinity obelisk after this. Oh, hang on. Treaties have expired. That was probably with you. Why are you exclamation marking at me? Oh, because these are available. All currently active units permanently gain defense and resistance. And special provinces cost less production in gold. Have I built a huge number of those? I should probably do another round of looking through the available ones. So the the new goal is to go to their capital. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, although he is quite weak. $110 turns. Right. Let's go ahead and do the frenzying focus for our battle mages. Increasing their range, which will be very nice. And we can now get young dragons. Shouldn't have I got... I should have got Chain Lightning. It still hasn't come up. I really want that spell. I could shuffle them. Restore the land. Restore the land would let me clear ice. Yeah, I'll accept that one. Okay, you are good to go to clear these areas out. I think I may leave that Pirate Cove. But this Brigand camp, for example, definitely need to go. Oh boy, that's a lot of bad guys. Oh, there's the Gem Keep attacker. Let's go deal with you now. Oh, come on. Huzzah! Do this without losses. I know that we can. Davidius coming in with a 37-month resub. Thank you very much for that. Another month in the books. Gotta love Age of Wonders 4th. Thank you. And yeah, Age of Wonders. As I said earlier today, I think this really is kind of a lesser known like gem. Now this is not where my king is present. But we could still do amplification pylons and blast things to Kingdom Come. You are a mage as well. But we have two mages? No. Serenia's close combat. Okay, this could be confusing. So the red spider is magic. The white spider is close combat. Do not get those mixed up. I'm totally gonna get those mixed up. Swordsman. Ritual of Elements, and start you strengthening up. Let's put the... It was tough. Honestly. You know what? You're tough. Let's put you there. Okay, who are we linking? I think you can link the mage. You link those close combat and link the swords. And then let's stick a pylon. Because these don't care about zone of control, they can just keep on blasting. Having the ability to cast spells in the first turn has proven to actually be really helpful. Alright, let the bombardments commence. Oh, you've just bunched up so perfectly. Further than I would like, so be it. "16 defense. I'm glad I have magic. Blimey. You don't have an AoE, unfortunately. I'm wondering if I should wait for their mage to get into range before I blast them. I think I probably should. Not much more I can do right now. Alright, let them come. The quadruple bolstered defenses, they're kind of dangerous actually. Okay, now the mage is definitely in range. So let's start with a fulmination on them, because we're gonna have to use magic to damage those as much as we can. Should just bump up our fortune. If you nuke their leader. And when I say nuke, I mean nuke. Is this all units or enemy units? This is just enemy. Let's get the chariots to do a quick flank. Though he's frozen, so he's not that much of a threat right now. Let's have you turn this way. Let the bombardment commence. Of course, you hit everything around you. Big mistake putting you back there. So you want to be as close to the action as you can be, really. Okay, so that's the... Okay, now that's the ranged attacks done. Let's step into the melee. Hopefully we can kill this one, then hopefully they come down here. Okay, that's gone okay. Acceptable. Oh, you flanked? Okay, of the things I expected, that was not one of them. You're double flanking me. That's just cheeky. Thankfully, my tanks are also pretty tanky. Well, seeing as you've presented your backs to me, it would be rude not to make use of this and get our own flanks in. Didn't. Interesting. So anyway, we started blasting and we froze them. Nice, nice. We do need to try to kill you, which that cultivator can do. Pew pew. Hit shot. They're frozen, so let's start doing damage to the non-frozen one. Reduce the number of models in it. Right, mage can actually do some attacking for once. Archer's not in a particularly good spot here. Did get us crit though. Jump over there, you can't. That is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping you'd be able to get in behind them and get an attack off, but not this turn. And this is why I wanted the teleport. So I can just get you out of danger whenever the hell I want. Can't catch this. I know it's can't touch this. Never mind. You know what? Let's see if I can freeze that unit as well with Ice Coffin. No, he resisted. That's all right. No, you went for the archers. Interesting decisions were made. Questionable ones, but interesting. So if you kill them... No, I'm going to kill this one. So there. Missed. Go on, spider, do your thing. Chop chop. Nice. See, you can do it without any losses. Dragon's Bane of Mass Healing. Battle Saint, Warlock, Elementalist and Ritualist. It's a Dragon Slayer fire damage with a once per battle AoE 30 temp hit points heal. It's a tier 4. It's just that my mages tend to be more damage dealing. If I had a living saint, then maybe that'd be worth doing. Meanwhile, Clayland. Oh yes, we need to come up with a new name for Clayland as well. So if I just flick over to ChatGPT real quick. Where is... So, we need a name for an elven city. It is in the file. Is often to be found snowy conditions. So, city and glacier. Erindalis, the crown of frost. Oh, I do like that. Kelthirian. Skylord. Siltharil. Nah. Valeran. Nah. Thalindril. Nah. I do like Erindalis. With the Kerendril Glacier. Yeah, I like it. Erendralis is going to be the name of that city. And it's snowing. And then I also need to... Where's World Builder gone? Did I close it earlier? I must have. I'm going to open it over here because there's often passwords and things. Though we're not this time though. So we have the city of Erindralis, northernmost elven city, often to be found. Don't know why that happens. And in snowy conditions. Beside the Kerendril. Let's see. This. Okay, and then we have the Kerendril Glacier. Which needs to go... Did that save? Yes, it did. In landmarks. Come on. Good. Live programming stream? No, Mandoon, it wasn't. This is just me updating my world anvil because we just took a new city and it needed a name. And because it's built next to the Owalder Glacier, I wanted to come up with my own name. Whoops, transition's messed up there, sorry about that. Needed to come up with the name for the glacier as well, because I think it's a cool touch that it's built next to a glacier. Which actually... Ooh, I kind of like this actually. Let me share with you the map real fast. So at the moment, I'm kind of thinking that that city is probably up here somewhere. Maybe we could put a glacier like up here in the hills and mountains, make this more mountainous. Or we make it even further north. Ooh, we could put a glacier in here. Have the city like there. Oh, I quite like that. Is there a way I could edit that in a moderately quick fashion? Yes. What's my current 261? Yeah, it must be. This will probably take a second to load. It's also on the wrong screen. It's getting really hot in this room. Let's turn the on. Love the fact I have a remote control for my fan. Fancy. Loading, loading, loading. Also, at the moment that fan is kind of aimed behind my green screen. Because I kept on getting like really bad shoulder ache when it was aimed closer to me. So I have no idea if it's like causing green screen chroma issues. No, apparently not. Good. So what we wanted to do was... Where's the tools? Oh geez, the tools are over on that side. That's not very helpful. There we go. And where were we? Here. And then... Am I literally just drawing on? I think I am. So we get some white, and we're just going to go boop to say this is a glacier now. And then we're going to get a black dot. No, red dot. Make it red so it sticks out. And then that city we wanted to have... Maybe right here, so it's literally nestled next to the glacier. And if there's a glacier, then there should actually be... river coming off of there. River going into there is fine. And maybe also through here. That's better. And then it kind of makes sense that the city goes there. And this city is going to be whatever those names were again, because I've already forgotten. Because I have a terrible memory. Erendralis. Let's make that a fraction of that size. And the glacier was to be called Kerendral. No, do not move that. And there we go. I purposely put this on a different layer. Save that. Because these are map changes I want to make. Adds a little bit of life to the setting. It does mean that the elven cities reach way further north. Or else this could be like a little holdout. It's probably very mineral rich. Maybe this is where the iron was discovered for the elves. Or maybe during the Bronze Age is where tin came from, or something like that. Glaciers are good at breaking up mountains and, like, shifting mineral deposits. So I think that makes quite a lot of sense. I'm going to close that because who knows how much memory that's going to take up otherwise. A lot. Cool. And we're back into the game. Now, is my green screen being messed around with? It is not. Marvelous. So you chill where you are. Hero, 2 heroes in fact leveled up. Serenia, who is my tank. Rallying Cry. Caster and adjacent friendly units gain rally for 3 turns. Bolstered defense, bolstered resistance, watchful. And also defense mode. Gains morale. So you gain +4 defense. And also an additional retaliation. That's pretty decent. Although I think their warding bond is probably going to be better. And that also gives me access to all the defensive upgrades. I mean, upgrading the resistance would also be a decent idea. And now that you actually use shields, upgrading shield bearer. No, let's get warding bond. And then this is Kaltharos, who is the mage. He's now a level 12 mage. We still can't get Adept of Shadow. We're 1 affinity away from that. I think once we have that, we'll probably reset your skills. Can you already teleport? No. So actually you would like to have Blink so you can get out of jail free. So let's take that and then Blink. And also Withering Blizzard is a massive AoE. That also level 4 weakens. Nice. Heroes offered to join. Yeah, we did kind of say that we do need a hero for this city. Although actually what I could do is dispatch you to go and fight them. We should be strong. Oh, those are some high level banner. Let's see what heroes are available. So we want one of these three. And these are all three classes we don't have. A Fortifying Governor would be quite useful. Collector, you want to have an item equipped for 3 turns. So every 3 turns you get 2 renown, I guess. That feels like you're going to level up your renown quite slowly. Don't you need like 400 to 600 renown to hit the higher tiers? Or is this saying you want to be rotating equipment to every 3 turns? Probably. You're also a Battle Saint, which I would really like to have. Scholarly Governor could also be good because you'll be in charge probably of the city next to the glacier, which does get bonus knowledge. Not that I really need knowledge, we produce quite a lot of that. Arcane, more benefit out of conduits. We haven't really got anyone that does conduits. You know what, I think we're going to go with this guy. Aeta the Valiant. We'll recruit for 550. However, we need a new name. Before I do all of that, we need another person name. Need another Northern General, no Governor. This one is High Priest. Who headed up one of the more militant orders. I have no information about the Elven Pantheon or anything like that. Calderus I quite like. Calderus. I actually kind of like switching the name around. I'm going to go with Calderus Serathor. Called Iris Serathor. Let's do Cold Faith. Steel Faith. The Iris is like Iron. Iron Faith. Sounds a bit more like a human name, though. Could be a half-elf. Fantastic choice. I love how happy this always is. Sweet. So we now have Calderus. We can close that. And we go to names. Probably actually means more like High Paladin. Like it. So, your name. Hi, Paladin, Caldera Serathor. What am I going to do with all the notes? Write it into a story afterwards. Basically forming it into a D&D campaign at the moment. I've just always really liked the idea of having like a fantasy setting in my back pocket that I just develop over a number of years. Are the VODs uploaded from last week's streams? I will check. Give me a second. That is Twitch. Twitch, where are you? There you are. Content, video producer. No. Well, I can fix that. Yes. Little surprised nobody told me. Publish. 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 Can't publish this one because it's the currently active one. But there we go. They are up now. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll accept those changes. So, equipment. You want to use Dragon's Bane of Mass Healing. You can have the helmet. Why is this not sorted by level? Let's give you regeneration. That sounds like it'll be useful. Oh, with this staff you can't ride. That's fine. Vicious Bolt Bane. Oh, makes you a vicious killer. And also resistant to ranged attacks. Why am I not using this? Confirm all of those. Because Thandor would love to have that ring. Also, Thandor would love to have the Nightmare. Which means I can give the unicorn to somebody else. Could have given it to you, but you just got Blink, didn't you, Cathoros? Yes, you did. You already had a escape plan. You had the Elemental Gateway. Oh, the unicorn still hasn't recharged. That has a range of 3. The unicorn blink has a range of 6, so I should probably give you that. Yeah, I should. Okay, I think that's this turn done. Except for like the minimum defenses, let's start merging some of these units together. And actually, as we've seen from attacking Peacefold, just having palisades means you do not need to leave people garrisoned there. Meanwhile, Sevoth is on his way back over. We want to intercept and destroy him. What are you? Oh, you're an architect. Cool. Well, I mean, you're welcome to join this army. Then I want you to build stone walls after. 2,400 against 2,100, but I do have magic. Magic is impressive, and I should have hit them with magic actually before I fought this. That would have been le smart. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, grab a refill of my drinks, and then we'll continue. So if you need to go and refill your drink, stretch your legs, do what you got to do, then you should. Now's your chance. Missed some of the episodes, so I always catch up. No worries, gone down. And yeah, please do poke me, especially on Discord. So it's really annoying. In the past, Twitch would automatically make a stream into a VOD. However, since I use Miracle of Sound music in the intro, it always blocks the auto-publish for no real reason. It's just like, this has a copyright claim on it. Yes, I know. So it automatically mutes that part of the stream anyway. I would be quite happy for it just to automatically mute and then publish. Just do that automatically. Don't make me think about it. Because if you don't have the copyright, it does just auto-publish. It's kind of frustrating. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to roll an advert because I'm not going to be here, so this will save you watching adverts when I am here. Which is definitely one of my favourite systems on Twitch, actually. I can set when the ads are. So I will be back in a moment. Alright, and I'm back again. With fresh drinks. Which I should pour out. Glug, glug, glug. Alright, so battle is joined. This is the fight against Sevoth again. Big mean demon dude. And an infernal juggernaut. And potentially to solve this crisis, I would need to go declare war on my other neighbour again. Although we have a truce for 10 turns. I don't know how many of that truce, or how much of that truce is left. Right. You're the architect. So I kind of feel like you should probably conjure an astral tesseract. Where can you move to? It would be nice if we put it somewhere that wouldn't immediately just get destroyed. Seems like a pretty good defensive spot over there. And I think what we'll probably end up doing is just move these guys across. Something like this. Seems like a decent setup. Let's have you all facing the right way. I feel like I'm probably going to need to move you. So, Cultivator, I want you beefing up the hero. I want you beefing up the hero. And then, honestly, those look like they're going to be in the most trouble. So you can only be attacked by 2, you can be attacked by 3, so you may be a little bit more exposed. Then I think I'm going to stick a spell tower right there, which will bolster the damage we're doing. You are a bit exposed. I don't like that, but there's not much I can do about it. So next turn you still can't reach us. It's the heal. Well, we may as well start blasting. Oh yeah, that's tier 3, the boss man, and tier 4. In fact, hitting 2 tier 3s seems to me like a very good idea. Are you 2 in range? Yeah, those 2 are. But otherwise, we're just going to stand here, because I want them to attack me. There we go. He's going to blast us. We've had worse. And actually this is quite nice because they've very much spread their forces out now. Oh, you actually reached us. Okay. Fair play, fair play. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is blast those two. I'm a little bit terrified of you being right there. So how about we start blasting? How hard do you hit? Not particularly. You, however, hit really hard, so go ahead and do that. This might be the first time that we don't just target down several. You finish him off. Did I mess up? Wow, you hit hard. Okay. I'm glad I remembered to shoot the Tesseract. Speaking of which... He is our second main target now. And you can actually reach him. Wow, you do basically nothing to him. Hey. You can kill that. What are your defenses like nowadays? 4 or 5, but you do have 250 hit points. Yeah, that'll do it. Are you in range? You are in range of this, though. Do that. I wonder what this looks like. There's the blizzard. Lovely jubbly. Oh, this slows them all too. Okay, okay, I dig it, I dig it. And you can just straight up kill that unit, so yeah, do that. You can kill that unit. Which now makes it possible for these guys to advance and lock these guys in position. Crit. Not bad for your first shot. There you get 2 strikes if you want to. Let's tie him down. I should have provoked. No, you're out of range. I should have moved up, then provoked, then hit him. I really wish you could use these like 0 thingy actions, even when you have no actions. Like, it doesn't cost any actions. It should be usable anytime. These are all tier... That's a tier 4. You hit them. Nice, nice. And I do believe that that is everyone. Alright, show me what you got. There goes the Tesseract and the Obelisk. I don't like leaving the Chaos Eaters alive as long as I am. They may die. They are going to die. Cheeky bastard. That hurt a lot less than I expected it to. Denied. But you now have your back to my hero. I'm relatively sure that we can actually kill you, but I'm going to taunt you just in case. Because I also do need to get rid of this. And then... move over here, start stabbing. Okay, double crit works for me. Which frees you up to start shooting the Templar. And honestly, I would like a whole lot more of that. Architect, can you do me another Tesseract next to... That's probably okay. Let's kill the Templar. Man, fear my mages, they hit really hard. And this has now freed you guys up, so you can start blasting. You could actually kill him if you wanted to. I'm shocked that my cultivators have lasted as long as they have. And remained useful. Still hit remarkably accurately. Worthwhile sacrifice. There, get the skulls. Do me. So we did lose the Guardian, which is a bit annoying. Although it looks like it was one of the lower level ones, but still annoying. But that's Sevoth dead. Again. And you can now join that army, so it's not all bad. And then I guess we just continue attacking these guys, then go after Paladin. And oh, Paladin's where their chanting tower is. That's really good. That basically knocks them out of the running pretty much permanent. And then we need to start thinking very seriously about going after Port Krokos, because I am really curious about what happens if we finish this mission. I want to know how many times Sevoth has gone back to the Void. Because it's a few by now. Actually, it's the balance of power at this point. I am third overall. The two that I was at war with being the lower ones. I have the biggest military, which is good to know. Brutalos is second, I'm not surprised by that. Does it show like the difference? No. Wow, Brutalos, pure evil, minus 115. Is that more than Sevoth? No. Sevoth is 130. Very good. Pure evil. Pure evil. I know I'm very good. Okay, then in terms of expansion, I'm second. Okay, that's changed. Well, I guess I have just taken a city and we're about to found another one. In fact, we've taken 2 cities. And we're about to get a 5th. In terms of magical power, I'm actually 4th. But I think that also includes research or knowledge. Economy, I'm 3rd. Yeah, I mean, my economy is a little bit shaky because of how long we've been at war and how often we've been plundered. And I'm not the most hated person in the world. That's lovely. One thing I think I will do, however, is go to you. I'm going to declare a rivalry with you so we can start building up some more grievances. Like, we have a truce, but that doesn't stop us being rivals. You're at war with Brutalos. Good luck with him. Cool. That city is about to become a city. I would really like to be able to destroy that. Can't quite make it. At least I'm assuming it's trying to form a city. Meanwhile, you're here to secure that outpost by killing these brigands, which you can actually help the boss with. And this counts as fighting alongside.
Raiding party!
So let's do that. Mastani! Hello! It's a risk fight. It's more like it. We shall fight them! A group of squirrels has made a strategic move and come to join the stream. Sneaky. It's actually quite a big fight. So what were you just playing? Was it EU4 by any chance? For once you can come over here. Ultra late stream for me for once. It was EU4. That's right! Oh yeah, what level hero is that? I'm guessing that's a warrior. I have no idea what the army composition here is going to be like. Actually, we have a fair number of close combat, so that's okay. 2, 2, 1. Shukar, the Cleaver. Tanky. Must be a warrior. Tier 3 archers. But they only have the one hero. So I think what I'm going to do is move you to here. Here. Make sure you're facing the right way. Mage there. Half a mage is there. You can go there, and I'm going to bolster the Wizard. So that's that area mostly protected. I think I might actually put my ruler here. And have you... Ritual of Elements. Now, cooldowns reset. Does that mean the once per battle ones too? Because that's quite powerful if it does. Going for African power, I'm getting closer and drawing closer to owning all of Africa as Kingo. Kingo or Congo? Congo's fun. Got Horde earlier, have 13 Fetishist cults. Nice. It is Congo. Thought so. I think I'm going to leave you back there. Hopefully I can shoot over this. We're about to find out. And I would like to bolster you, but I'm more worried about them dying, so I'm going to bolster them instead. We can also put down a pylon, which we will put here. Which will amplify my damage. Oh my gosh, and I have the 20... We are going to do so much damage now with our combat spells. So much damage. Is that a blood bond? Probably. What the hell is those? We need additional pylons. Summon. Tier 3. Legendary. Link with the friendly magic origin while active. Oh, we don't have a bond. We don't have a bond. Sworn bond. The Liege Guard. Link to friendly hero. Damage sustained by linked units transferred to the unit with a 25% reduction. At the start of each turn, the linked unit gains strengthened. Well, I think I'm going to start blasting. Hold on, hold on. First of all, channeling ritual, which will supercharge these. Then I'm going to cloudburst evocation, so that they become vulnerable to lightning. Now I start blasting them. Powerful evokers, amplified, spell amplified. And overcharged. So that cumulatively is 105% more damage. I really wish I had something better than a level 1 spell. I've had this since the start of the game, although we're about to just straight up kill that unit. And all of that whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. Yeah, that's my general supercharging. Getting even stronger! I can actually charge into that, but I don't want to do that. No, you're going to get charged, that's fine. Can you... Yes, you can. Yes, you should. Range. That's fine, you can supercharge yourself. You're in range. Nice. Missed. Boo. Charge that. None of the rest of you can do anything. That'll do. Evocation Tome is basic but very vital for every spell slinging build. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it. I don't usually go for such caster heavy factions. This one's been enjoyable. Of which you seem to have quite a few. Here comes the hero. Only gets the one hit though. Now I'm going to assume that you actually have quite a few of these Liege Guard, you do, so you're going to be able to switch that around. But anyway, then I started blasting. At least he's almost dead. So any additional damage that goes onto you is done. Could hit 3 with the lightning bolt. I feel like you probably hit more with just a regular attack. Yeah, you can. Yeah, do it. You can shoot him. 37 damage, damn. Splat. And you could also get a charge off, but I kind of feel like you should probably go after these guys. This hits, that's going to be nice. That's nice! Can you... Maybe? Come on, don't miss. Yeah! Oh, you little shit! Alright, it's fine. How far is your Liege range? 4. Yeah, you can't reach him. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and have this guy charging bravely forth. Remembering to rage. And then stab. Just destroy his offense nearby. You can charge forwards too, why not? I don't think their hero is going to be able to kill anything of mine. Are you in range? You are. So kill him. First time I'm using the transmuters. Yeah, you do fire damage rather than lightning. I have 2 close combat people. As long as you tie him up, then I think it's worth sending you forwards to get in their face. I should probably fired with you first, however. Although, actually, your spell only requires 1 pip to use. So go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're tying up all of their ranged... Oh no, we're not. Tied them up. Well, that's a bannerman, isn't it? Oh, right, magic. Almost forgot. I'm gonna guess that he's... stolen. Oh, he's not. Yeah, I should have killed him. Well, I'm fairly sure that the archers can get him next turn, so I'm not that concerned about that hero. He's not going to be able to do much. He's so isolated. And going after a tier 3 summoner I think is quite valuable. Yes, please bunch together. Where you go? Oh, just attacking him. Oh, you said didn't the charge kill the hero? No, he had a like get out jail free card. Teleported him away. Which I'm kind of hoping was an item, because then I could get that ability for myself. Yeah, you hit him in the back as I kind of expected. Slightly annoying because you're tying up all three of these, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, that's a terrible miss. Okay, let's put you here. Let's shoot you. Over the hero. Let's freeze all of them up. One more turn to recharge that. Although one thing we can do is lightning bolt. Oh man. Yeah, we're done. That was a slaughter. Oh, of course, the transmuter is still only a level 0. So his combat capabilities will only go up. Retaliating Flameheart. So that was the halberd he was using. Causes insanity. More damage and retaliations, but none of my characters are really built around retaliation. Another nightmare. Control loss immunity. That's quite good. That's Kalthos. That's my second in command, effectively. Okay, so you two can't move any further, but we are going to need to kill this army. Next turn, we can start upgrading that to a city. We also want to start actually recruiting some dragons. Because I can. Let's do that here. If you can. I can, and I can get golden dragons. Although we may actually legitimately want frost dragons. Because we synergize really well with frost. I haven't really played with dragons very much. This is exciting. Ow. Expensive. I mean, a dragon's got a horde, so it's not surprising. Spirit damage, and it does spirit damage. Whereas the frost dragon does frost damage. Yeah, I think we want the frost dragons. And you two are free to continue attacking. And I think we basically just want to do that. We have the initiative right now. And we should make use of it. Two heroes. I've killed so many of their heroes. I love the build where you deal 180 retaliation damage. Ouch! Yeah, I can imagine why that would be strong. Especially if you then get multiple. Okay, so what are we up against? Ikishi the Knife. Yes, I know you're a hero, but what's that? Warrior, come out and play. I actually watched that yesterday, The Warriors. Good film. Very 1970s, but still very good. This is heavily forested, and this is going to be not great for my ranged attacks. Let's see. So if you connect to him, so he heals. Let's have you connect. You're an architect. And then we're going to go ahead and put down an obelisk. So if they do decide to flank, then they'll be on the way. Well, you've stood precisely one tile away from my units. And then I started blasting. Let's go ahead and soften you up a little bit first of all. With a itty bit of lightning. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. Maybe should have done that as ranged. As a, sorry, AoE. You are going to do it. The AoE. So you don't need to worry about actually hitting. Oh, and you destroyed all the trees. Bye-bye cover. And then I continued blasting. Let's go here. Let's stick a Tesseract. We'll come back to you. Who's tougher? Oh, you're steadfast, you cheating bastard. Boss mine's not fired yet. And this will bounce and kill him. Haha. I like it. I like it a lot. Tesseract. I'm actually amazed at how much damage that thing does. Are you steadfast as well? No. That's good. Mobilize? I was hoping I'd be able to immobilize him, so his steadfast basically does nothing. Literally no damage done by this entire army. Unfortunately, he's going to get a hit off. Probably. I'd rather it were against you. Very much enjoy the amount of I started blasting in this playthrough. It has been a pretty blast-centric playthrough. I've enjoyed that too. Go on then, Tesseract. Have some fun. Basically took no damage there. Reinforced armor. defense and fortune. Blight bringer of boons. Oh, boon stealing. Interesting. Take them. I don't think I'll use them though. My last game was a lifesteal stacking faction. Basically, I took Dark Culture, picked Tome of Discipline for inner mastery, which makes all healing received by 20%. Also applied Call the Weak, so instead of just healing 10, healed 12. Then went Whiteborn for lifesteal of 5 per hit or 10 for single. So you were healing 20 plus just by attacking. Nice. Restore the land is done, so we could actually restore some of the ice up here, which we want to do. That city is really small. I still don't have Lightning Bolt. I'm going to shuffle one time. Yes! Warp Lightning! Alright. And then we are going to restore the land. Because it's a bit too cold here. Don't much care for that. Man, look at this bunch. No reason not to. And now your population growth should be spiking, which is good. Palathis has built the obelisks. Good. I'd like to get a wyvern area at some point. Sanctum in 3 turns. Yeah, I'm kind of out of money for anything really useful. No, actually, it's not true. You are still technically on the border, so let's get those caltrops, which actually build immediately. Then let's get the arcane battlements, which leaves me on 0 gold, which is a little bit concerning. Outpost has built work camp, which means you can expand. And I think I would like gold. Gold is good. Oh, no, it's iron. Not quarry. Also means that we can start building stuff faster. Maybe I should have gone for farms so we can actually start expanding faster. Yeah, it's fine. Lots of dead people and infestation is raiding. Cool. Down. Oh, you attacked me. Okay. So we have another warrior and a ritualist. And 4 legendaries. We shall fight them. Feels so weird to see tier 3 tome spells flung around a game that already went for 100 turns. I mean, this isn't even tier 3, this is tier 1. And I've only just got Chain Lightning because it just hasn't been rolled. Your only close combat are your heroes. Is there any reason not to go on? Yes. There is a big reason to make them go through the water, though. I can. Not sure I can. You. Stop. You. And I would like you to Ritual of Elements. I know, finally did get more cities. Yeah, we're up to 4 now. And I would say on the verge of getting 2 more. One that we're founding and one that we're going to be taking. It definitely feels like we have finally turned a corner in the endless war. The forever war. The eternal war. The war that never changes. Let's move you to there. You can stay here. I think so. This was the second turn, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Should have used that first, then I could have done even more damage. Never mind. It's quite nice. I don't need to be worried about mana now either. Didn't move very far. Maybe I do in fact need them over here. Back. Got rid of most of the health that you already had. For the most part, though, we're just standing here. Already disappeared. There we go. Now they're starting to move. It's about time. Probably do it facing that way, buddy. No, you are in range. Make him regret that. Yeah, that thing does have a range of 8. It's kind of ludicrous. Is it worth doing this? No, I think I want to let them get one bit closer. I can hit you with a magic missile. I think that's worth doing. Magic missile! And then we'll hit you with the fulmination. Okay. Keep on waddling closer. There's my ultra... Do you just... What? He just killed his own friend. I don't think that was an effect that I had. Oh, did you go berserk? I think he did. More banner. Yeah, there was a symbol eating his own tail. Ouroboros type thing. Just use the range for what it's there for. Oops, resistant for. Obscured by obstacle. Oh, you're in long grass, okay. Fair enough, I'll allow it. This once. I never actually linked you to anybody. Let's see if you actually try to heal him up or not. I kind of doubt that you will. Next turn, I get that ability back so I can do 2 spells again. That'll be nice. Ow! I want that spell. What spell was that? Who are you? Spellweaver. Champion Dissonant Wave. Nice. Long cooldown though.
Huh?
Lightning bolt. Alright then, Charger. Don't worry, I hadn't actually forgotten about you. Rage! Yeah. Yeah, it's an AoE, and this buffs my own units. Nice. Is your spell bounce? No. That's okay. I'll allow it. Ooh, you would not actually kill me. Interesting. That's more like it. You only get 1 shot though. Grazed. Just get you out of the way so that the archers can move up to here and get their own 60 shot off. Got it. Lovely jubbly. But these two definitely need to rest up a little bit now. However, we have the Imperium. Ooh, what's this? Enchanted Mail. Bolstering resistance here. Status resistance. Hit points. Tier 4. What? Oh, staff. With Dispel Magic. Ends the turn though. Nah. However, before I forget, this can become a city. and you both, I think, want to go and rest up in friendly territory. Because you should be able to heal pretty quickly in friendly lands. You did settle a settlement, and you did start with palisades, which is very annoying. But it is the city of Paladin that we need to take down so that we can take the Chanting Tower. Which is going to hurt my economy in the short term. We want to do some siege projects. We want the onagers, we want the tower bombardment. 3 turns that will take, okay. And Zeboth is currently dead, so we shouldn't see him. I'm a little bit tempted to get this army together just to go and basically raise that one. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not actually expecting them to be able to get any troops there. In fact, can we just start the siege? Ah, you need a hero. Well, we have a hero on the way. Ooh, we have a frost dragon. Man, you move fast. You both fall. What have you done here? It's only a young'un. We have a dragon. And that would actually be a full stack. Lathil's actually pretty happy. Valathis is now pretty happy. Erendralis is happy. You could do with a trade relay, actually. Thalanis, however, is only on -10, so we're getting there. Fuel to provide. So 300 for a foundation. +1, +1 conqueror. Or to upgrade is also 300. But this one provides stability. Well, actually, knowing that that provides stability, Thalanis wants to build one of these. Because then the tier 2 would stabilize Thalanis, and I don't need to worry about stability anymore. And I am going to need to be cognizant of the fact that we don't have a huge amount of Imperium. How much is it for another city slot? 500. Okay. That's going to be a ways off. And in fact, we probably want to be saving up all the Imperium to try and convert Paladin to our nationality when we take it. Oh, Thalanis got the affinity obelisks. That's why you're suddenly happier. And Lathil can take another province. You're an agricultural governor, so you really want anything to do with food. And I still believe in blocking your ass, so let's build a fish farm. Hero leveled up. Who dis? Thandor. This is my charger. Who I believe I was trying to get to killing momentum. With Warseeker. Because the amount of damage you're doing at the moment is just kind of terrifying. We've got these ones. Cities gain universal camouflage. Oh, units gain universal camouflage in our domain. And we can see further. All my heroes just immediately +1 rank. Okay, nice. And create new bounties. But anyway, I think that this is a good spot to end this stream. I think we've made some really good progress. Finally actually starting to carve out the Elven realms and becoming a bit more of a threat rather than just hanging on by a thread. But this has been a really fun campaign so far. So with that in mind, please do hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again tomorrow, which, spoilers, will be tomorrow at just under 12 hours from now. 12 PM Central European time. So I hope you join me for that. So hit that follow button if you want to get those notifications. If you want to support the channel, please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube, as some of you will know, at youtube.com/MordredViking. And if you are on the YouTube and you want to see what we're doing on Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv/MordredViking. Kind of easy to remember. Cool. I think that's it for me. I'll see you in 12 hours. Until then, bye-bye.